guys, welcome to our channel. Y'all, I am so excited. Let me tell y'all why. Because the semester is over. The semester is over. And I'm so excited and I feel refreshed and I got some good sleep last night and I am just ready for this day. Okay, so for those who do not know, I am a psychology major, which I love very much, except for all that statistics stuff. Not a fan. Nope. And APA, not a fan. However, I love the things that I am learning about in my psych classes. I really enjoy the subjects and why people do the things that they do and all the different types of things that come to psych. So with that being said, this video, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm not gonna tell a story. I'm really just going to go on a rant about a few issues I have in today's society. And so if I raise my voice, that's because I'm very extremely passionate about psychology, and also I am washing clothes and it is a large load, so if you hear some stuff, that's just the washer, don't be afraid. And so here we go. So I really have an issue when people take mental health for granted. Yeah, drops mic. Okay, I really have an issue with that because people don't understand that this thing is really serious. Like, this can make or break somebody. No, like, for real, like, this is someone's life. This is somebody's health. And if their mental health ain't there, it's really hard to get by in this life. And I really, I think about these kids who are killing themselves, and like, I see news stories all the time, and these kids are getting younger and younger, and it's really sad. But what's the most heartbreaking part is that these kids feel like they don't have anyone to turn to. How is that when they're living in a happy, stable home? Or maybe it's not happy, I don't know. But, they have their parents, they have aunts and uncles, they have grandma, grandpa, they have their teachers, they have people around them. But they go through these things at school and they feel like they can't go home and tell their family that they're suffering from depression. Like, that's a big thing that I've been thinking about lately, and I've been meaning to do this video, but it just didn't happen. But these kids are suffering with depression, and not even kids, like adults, they're suffering with depression, and they feel like they cannot go home and tell their family that they're suffering with depression because their parents are going to tell them, you don't have depression, you're a kid, what are you depressed about? What? Don't tell your child this. Do not get your kid the help that they need. They need that support. They need that encouragement. They need that help, because if they have depression and then you're not helping them about it, that's making it worse, and now they have this depression for all of this long periodically time. And now they're an adult, and now they don't know how to love, and they don't know how to trust, and now they have other issues because they've had this depression for all these years, being told that they're too young to have depression. Kids can have depression. Stop telling them they don't have depression and try to get them some help, okay? Thank you. Another issue I have is when people act like mental disorders aren't a thing, that their child is too good to have that their brother, their sister, their daughter, their son, their aunt, their uncle, whoever, their friend, can never have that. That can never be him. That's a wrong diagnosis. They don't need to go to the doctor. They don't need to take this medicine. Are you kidding me? I cannot stress enough. This stuff is real. This stuff is real. It can happen to anybody. It can be genetic, depending on what the disorder is, like, or just things, trauma. Like, trauma affects people and they get these different types of disorders. Like, if they've had a rough life, all these events can lead up to them having the disorder. Just different types of things that are reasons why people, have these disorders. And who are we to say that a family member can't have this can't be true, try it again, test it again, they don't need to take medicine because they don't have this? No, you're not living in their footsteps, you're in their brain, you're not thinking the thoughts that they think every day, you're not going through the issues that they go through every day. So for you to sit there and say that they don't need to take their medicine, or this isn't real, this is not them, the doctors are lying, maybe you need to get tested too, because we can't deny these things. We shouldn't deny these things. If someone you know, a family member, a friend, whatever, if someone you know has a mental disorder, you just have to learn how to push through it. I have a family member who has a mental health disorder, absolutely, and you just have to pick up and learn how to push through it. You can't deny that type of stuff, and that's how things get worse. That's how, it leads to other issues. And and it's really important that I stress this to the Black community, because y'all know how we get. We don't like to go to the doctors. We don't want to take our medicine. We don't want to be told that something's wrong. And we also feel like, especially for us Black Christians, some people feel like, why would my God do this to me? However, it's just like God has a plan for your life, so we have to learn how to cope. And there's different types of things. There's programs, there's just group therapy, there's all different types of things that you can do to cope with mental illness. But it's real, guys. It's real. We can't deny it. We have to get our family and our friends the help that we need, and by us being there for them to lean on, to be their support and their encouragement, then that's gonna help them feel better. And I just cannot stress that enough, because it's sad to see just these different cases of people dying and people not having anyone to lean on, and they're going through this disorder by themselves. Like, this stuff is real. OCD is real. Like, alcoholism, it's a disease. Help your family members, help your friends. Oh, and another thing I have an issue with, y'all really have to pay attention to y'all's kids, because pay attention to their behavior patterns. Like, I work at a daycare, so I really examine everything, and I'm trying to, I'm just trying to do my job. However, I'm paying attention to these kids, and I'm trying to figure out, are they acting this way at home too? Are their parents giving them enough love, enough attention, enough support? What is the issue? So you have to pay attention to your kids and stop saying this is one of the most over-diagnosed things. ADHD, ADD. I hate that. Like, literally, just because you see a kid's bouncing off a wall, no, don't you be diagnosing kids and you don't have the facts. And don't you diagnose your own child and you don't have the facts. Take your kid to the doctor, because it's just so much more than them being hyper. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more than them yelling no at you all the time. It's so much more than them being very talkative. It's the hidden stuff that you wouldn't even think that would diagnose them with the problems that they could potentially have. Take your child to the doctor. Figure it out. Pay attention to their behavior patterns. If their teacher comes to you saying that they do this, and that in class, do not try to, diagnose it yourself. Do not try to punish them and you not know that they have a identity disorder, or they have a behavior disorder. It's so many different things, and I feel like parents are not paying attention to their children, and they're just brushing them off the shoulders. And so when they become adults and now they have all these different disorders, they're trying to figure out why or what happened. Because when they were a kid and they were doing this and that, you put them in timeout, or you just said, oh, he has ADHD, or he's just super hyper, and you left it at that. So I have a real issue with that, because they deserve to get the help that they need. So when they become adults, it's not 21 times worse. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all I had to say. I know I really went on and on, but this is something, and I can go for days. I can really go for days, but this is something I'm really passionate about. I can't tell anybody how to raise their kids because I'm not a parent yet. But, you know, just from experience and just because of the things I have learned in school, we've got to stop. We've got to stop denying these things. We've got to get our family members and our friends the help that they need, because this stuff is real. And I would rather know that these people are taking their medicine and going to therapy and doing this and that than to hear that they committed suicide because they couldn't cope with the different issues that they had going on inside of their head and all this crazy mess. So again, this is something that I'm very passionate about, and I really cannot wait to jump in the field and to just do the things that are going to help the community. And so really what I just want to say to you all and encourage you all, if you know somebody with mental illness or whatever it may be, or you come across somebody or you think whatever the case is, I just want to say to know your facts, learn your facts, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Ask doctors, ask people that you know in that field. Don't deny it. Don't deny in your mind that a person that you love that's close to you can have it. Just get them the help that they need. So you guys, thank you for watching. Again, I'm sorry this wasn't a fun video, but it's really been on my heart, it's really been on my mind, and it's, again, something that I'm very passionate about. And I just had to get this across. I had to get this video done and across to you all because, you know, this is things that people deal with on a daily basis. And so I hope that this reaches somebody, I hope that this touches somebody, and that really we all can just look at mental health and mental health disorders just a little bit differently. So thank you all for watching. I will try to stay busy and get some videos out over break, and don't worry, please don't worry, me and Audrey will be back together. I know y'all are wondering how y'all live in the same city and still haven't done a video together. It's hard, we work, we go to class, but don't worry, because when 2018 comes, we got you. I promise. So thanks for watching. I love you all so much. Bye.